Guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today I'm just gonna tell you about my experience with my ectopic pregnancy. I did try to do it before, but I noticed that I cut a part of it, so I'm gonna redo it and try not to cry this time. But yeah, let's get started. So on March 20th of like this year, I had like a spotting type of thing. So I was like for a few days, and it was kind of weird because I like 2 weeks before I already had my period, or it felt like my period. So I asked a friend of mine, I was like, hey, this is what's happening. And she's like, you should take a pregnancy test because that's usually what happened to me when I got pregnant. So I listened to her. She has 6 kids or 5 kids, I don't even remember, but she's one of my best friends. And so I listened to her because she has experience on that. So I did. I took the test. I only had one, by the way, so it came out positive, and I was so nervous to tell my husband because we have been talking about having kids, but it wasn't the plans to have a baby right now, but it happened. So I ordered this. So I made a remember box basically for the baby. But I ordered this little thing. It says our next adventure, and you can put your little pregnancy test inside. So I got this for that reason. So he noticed that the Amazon guy came, so I couldn't hide it. It was gonna be a surprise. So I was like, well, you keep asking me what was it, so I just gave it to him. So I gave it to him with the pregnancy test. See if I can find one. So I gave it to him with a pregnancy test, and I showed it to him. But he was working. He didn't really um, heard what I was saying. So he's like, what's this? I don't understand what this is. And we told him, well, look at it and pay attention to it. So after a little bit that he paid attention to it, he was like, shut up. Are you kidding? I'm like, no, I'm not kidding. Yeah, that's what it is. So I let him work, and then he came down and he's like, well, we need to start making appointments. We need to make sure that you go to your LBYN for the pregnancy stuff, and we need to get all this scheduled. So I scheduled my first appointment. They usually see you like at 6 weeks to see how the baby's doing and stuff. Like, I believe that's the first one they ever do. So mine was April 17th. So anyway, 5 days later, you guys, after I find out, so it's March 25th, I had to go to the emergency room because instead of spotting, I started to bleed. I went to the emergency room and told them about 6 weeks pregnant. I'm bleeding. I think I'm having a miscarriage. So they took me in. They put me on the bed. They checked my vital signs. I was waiting for the doctor because they ordered a freaking ultrasound. They gave me medicine for the pain because I was having like really bad cramps. Then after being there for like an hour or so, like then the ultrasound lady finally came out. And she did the ultrasound, and she was like really quiet. So I was like, do you see anything? Because I was like nervous about it. I was like scared. So she's like, no, like pregnancy wise, I cannot see anything. And that literally broke my heart. And I was like, what do you mean you cannot see anything? Like at 6 weeks, usually you are like are able to see something for the baby. And she's like, yeah, there's no baby there. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? That's like a what the fuck moment. And my husband was like, what's going on? So the doctor came back and he's like, well, at this point, I think you either do the math wrong or like something else is going on. We cannot tell. Sometimes it can be like an ectopic pregnancy, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to diagnose you with something that I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to send you back to your OBYN. Like, okay, they discharged me after like 3 hours or so, just to have me monitor. And then the next day, you guys, my husband went to work because he had to go to the office to work. I literally called him half the day because I was literally dying. My stomach felt like I was getting stabbed, and I was like, I cannot take this pain. This is really bad, and I was scared that my fallopian tube rupture or something. Uh, and so we ended up going to the emergency room again. They did the same thing. They gave me medicine. They for the pain. They checked me. They didn't order ultrasound because they already saw that before, so they already had that history from the day before. So they just kept me in there to check my vitals and like reduce the pain and stuff. So they gave me the same thing. You need to go check with your OBYN. So I called my OBYN. I told the emergency the nutrition nurse, I don't remember what it is. Oh, triage nurse, about my symptoms. I was like, well, I've been bleeding. It's not a lot, but it is concerning. I have like a really bad period cramps. I've gone to the hospital twice. So is there a way that my doctor can see me anytime soon? So they ended up letting me go April 2nd. I still had to wait like a few days to be able to be seen. That was like the sooner they could get me. And so I ended up going. Like they checked me again. They did another ultrasound. Same thing with this nurse. She's like, I cannot really see anything. There's no pregnancy there, and we cannot see the baby. So at that point, they told us to go way back in the lobby, and then they called us in to go see the doctor. So basically, that's when I got told that basically it was a ectopic pregnancy. For whoever don't know what an ectopic pregnancy is, basically a pregnancy that is non-viable, and it got implanted somewhere where it's not supposed to be. For example, there's people that get implanted in the fallopian tube. Other people like me, they get stuck on the barium. It doesn't even move from there. And then other people go outside or like in other regions of the mattress. So yeah, that literally broke my heart. I was so sad because I was like, I was really hoping that everything was okay, that it was just like, something normal. But at the end of the day, I knew that something was wrong because the pains were unbearable. So yeah, so at the end of the day, they told me to go take methotrexate, which basically it's an injection that they put in both of your legs, and it's supposed to help you dissolve the baby. So, well, not the baby, but like the embryo. It's super hard to talk about this. So they told me I couldn't do much, that I had to be in bed basically most of the time. I couldn't do much. I could literally, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, they told me that I could start walking, but not to overdo it. So I've been like really not doing much, which is terrible. So now we are on May, what? I don't even know. May 4th. And I keep getting, I was getting like blood work every other day to make sure that my HCG was going down after the ectopic pregnancy. And after 2 weeks, then they ended up doing it every other week. Which I was at, when I went to the hospital, I was at 800 the first time. The second time I went down to 700. And then the next time I went to the OBYN, I was back to 800. And then, so that's why they noticed too that it was like an ectopic pregnancy because of the HC levels. They usually go up, they don't go down and go up all the time. So that's something that you need to get checked if you guys see those symptoms, if you're bleeding like that. I would recommend you to go checked. If you start having pains like I did, go to the doctor because it might be a rupture tube, and that could be life threatening, not only for you, but if you have an actual baby in there for the baby. Anyway, that's basically my story for the ectopic pregnancy. I have to do one last blood work next Monday, well, this Monday, the upcoming Monday, to make sure that I'm like, last time they did it was like 39, so they want me to be like below on the negative numbers to be able to be like be able to get pregnant again. And then they want me to wait 3 months since the metrotoxide is like I keep forgetting what type of drug it is. But you cannot get pregnant because it could be bad for the upcoming baby. So yeah, they recommend me to wait 3 months to give it another shot. So I don't know if we are, honestly, me and my husband. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be freaking petrified after this experience, so I'm not sure. We'll see. But let me show you. So basically, I made a remembrance box. This is a shoe box. Don't worry, I'm gonna change it. I just need to find a cute, better box. So let me show you what I got in there. So like I show you, I got the little pregnancy test thingamajiggy that I bought. I also got 3 of my pregnancy tests here. This one was a digital, it already died, but the other ones, they're still, the lines are still there. I also bought this one. It says you never arrive in our arms, but you will always be in our hearts. It's a little heart. It's super cute. So I got this. I also have like $2 in here. Why? I don't know. I just have money in there. And then I also show you guys, I went to the dollar store and I wanted to get something for, so I got these. And they're like a non-color because I didn't know what it was, for the same reason. And then I got these as well. The last thing I got, you guys, I got this from Etsy. It's basically like how long my baby was, or like how big it was when I lost it. So, oh shoot, it came out. But yeah, this is what it is right here. I don't know if you can see it. This is like at 7 weeks when I find out. That is like how big my embryo was when I lost it, which is like super sad. But I do have it. And this, you guys, have helped me heal, honestly, because I felt like crap after it happened, and I had my mood swings. I will cry out of nowhere. I still do once in a while, but it's not like every day, because before it was like really hard for me to be okay with what happened. And I'm still like, I'm still in denial. I I just can't take it, you know. It's like it's super hard. But anyway, you guys, that is my ectopic pregnancy story. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. I will try to help you as much as I can with any questions that you guys have. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye, you guys.